brings us in. Ready? Let's do it. Good afternoon, by the way. Yep. It's a fun song. When we were listening to the Olympics, like the first time I heard it, I was like, huh? By the third time, I'm like, this is perfect that Hannah's their coach too, because now I get to reference that the entire match. I went to yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jake Justice alongside Taylor right here, bringing you commentary here on the AVP Tour, the Heritage event here in Manhattan Beach 2025. We are excited to bring you guys a men's open contenders match. We have a pretty fun one. We've been hosting the ladies all morning. They have been showing out. Just incredible play so far. We're excited to get some men's games going. Got a couple of scheduling issues coming back about 30 or 45 minutes ago. On the far side of the court there, that is Avery Drost and Wyatt Harrison. They finished playing about 30 or 45 minutes ago. And they have another one on this close side that is going to be Lev Priima and Dylan Maarek. We're excited to see some of it. Taylor, this is our first men's match of the day. We've seen some other ones just honestly have just been insane matches. There's going to be a big crowd getting around this court as well. This is a contenders match. I think this is finishing 9th for the loser here. The winner will obviously move on, but contenders match meaning it's win or go home.
Absolutely. And Jacob, we've had the pleasure of calling a couple games for Wyatt Harrison throughout the season so far, and Lev. A little bit of an overpass there taken care of by Mr. Wyatt Harrison as Avery Drost running around and a little defense behind just in case that ball is able to get back past the block. And Lev. So, yeah, we've had the pleasure of calling several games this season for Lev Priima. And first time for Dylan Maarek. I think this is the first time that they've teamed up together. But so far, playing some great ball here at Manhattan Beach. And their coach sitting in their box just happens to be Hannah Freuling, a phenomenal player out here from California. Her sister, Grace Freuling, playing some professional volleyball overseas before coming back home to play in the LOVB. So lots of talent and little fishy into the net.
Avery not happy with that pass.
I don't know if the dangle was about the pass or his partner getting the net. Either way, it's not working out.
I think all around, just not happy with that. Dylan Maarek goes cross court, just wide of the sideline low, so out of bounds. So Wyatt will head back to serve. Again, 2-2 early here in set 1. Again, best of 3, win by 2, no matter what. So that third set will be played to 15 if necessary, but.
So the way of Avery Drost and Wyatt Harrison, we are seeing the split block of, both players are going to be a blocker. Oh, and Wyatt getting a touch there. Avery getting a block there. And
following it all the way to the sideline.
All the way. Dylan Maarek trying to get a little cheeky, throwing that one over Cuddy with the hands, but just a little wide. So scoreline 3-2 the way of Drost and Harrison.
Nice
short
serve.
Top.
Wyatt Harrison gets the ace down the line. cross court of Lev Priima.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a headwind kind of coming from the near, on the stream, if you're watching. So from the near side, kind of blowing from the ocean towards the grandstands in the back of the view. So right now, Harrison serving into that headwind.
Oh, my
attacking
goodness.
the line there around Lev. 5-2 switch.
Back-to-back aces for Wyatt Harrison on the switch.
Certainly,
good early momentum.
Certainly the way they want to start this match, right? So Drost and Harrison just got done playing. They're probably a little tired, but you know, coming out firing on all cylinders right out of the gate in a win-or-go-home situation. So certainly a great start.
Top spin serve there from Wyatt Harrison, taken by Dylan. Nice high hand set there. Oh, and a big poke down the line over the block of Avery Drost.
Yeah, Dylan Maarek did a really good job there, kind of hiding that poke until the last minute. Really had his hand open, elbow high, still able to make a swing, and then going to that poke at the last minute to really hold the defender.
That's such a good part of the game nowadays, is that deception level. We see it a lot on the women's side. We were talking about this morning and in a couple of those matches. Just you have no idea where that ball is going literally until the hand contact. It's like people are doing such a great job of not giving you any information whatsoever, and it's sometimes a guessing game that doesn't work out, but if you're able to get any sort of information, it's it's very helpful if you can, but a lot of these players nowadays are making it really hard to do.
They'll tape roll Lev on option 2, gonna put it down in front of Drost right down the seam, sending Dylan Maarek back to the line. Gonna see if he can rip a top serve here into that headwind. And Jacob, it's a great point you bring up about the deception too, especially with these guys. They're jumping so high, right? That contact point so high that when they do go to that poke or that shoot at the last minute, it has virtually no upward movement. So it's a straight down ball essentially. Very hard as a defender to react to that.
So net call is going to be that. The swing was wide, but caught the blocker in the net.
Our officiating crew here on court 2 working a little overtime here early in this match. A couple tight calls already, but doing a great job with it. Big top at Dylan Maarek. Very well taken care of. High inside set. Great pass up at the seam. Drost. High wide set off the block. Maarek touches. Over by Prim and out of bounds. Long.
A little miscue there. Had an opportunity, but not able to put that third touch in play. A great dig there from Wyatt Harrison as well.
Yeah, I love getting a good touch on the block there. And Maarek controlling that ball well, but just not able to get it up in an offensive position for Lev to go attack it.
Nice pass there, option, jump set there, and that's going to be out of bounds. Going to tag the antenna.
Yeah, so Jacob, let's for anyone watching at home that maybe plays at some parks and rec courts and doesn't get to play with antennas sometimes. So if that ball makes contact with the net in any way, shape, or form, the ball's still live. However, if it contacts the net outside of the antenna or contacts the antenna itself, that ball is going to be determined out of bounds and dead as a fault. So,
big block for Avery Drost, and that is going to take us to a 10-4 switch here early in this first set.
An elevator block there by Drost. Drost, great job getting up high, waiting for the swing, and then just pressing down into that lane. Great block there by Drost.
There was some conversation about the net height before. And I don't think that matters when you're pressing your hands that far over the net.
I don't believe so. Maarek kind of unconventional there, coming in late, opening the hips at the last minute, and a low elbow push through the top of the tape with the ball. Going to find its way down into the lines for a point. So 5 serving 10 is the score line with Lev back at the line.
He was having this fun kind of deep float serve in warm-ups, but he's going to go to a top spin serve here right off the chest. A new tattoo for Avery right there on the sternum.
I think he's out in dodgeball too, so he needs to get better at either volleyball or dodgeball. Either way, that one's going to go the way of Lev.
Good rip. Better pass there from Avery. High line for Drost, and he is going to find the sideline.
Yeah,
down for a side out.
just barely tagging the line. The court's going to be 116,000 square inches, and he found that 117,000 square inch on the outside of the line.
Avery back to serve again. See if he's going to go with
big
that
call
top
confirmation
spin.
there on the block call.
Top spin going to Lev. Option, Avery lays out for it, but not able to get the touch back into the court.
Number 42 from the Lakers was kind enough to grab that ball quickly. For showing up, sir. The crowd getting involved early here in this match.
Dylan back to serve. He's going to go short float. Option ball there from Wyatt. It's going to just trickle right through the top and down. That is going to be a kill. Using all the equipment. See if Wyatt can tattoo one of these sidelines. Again, he's looking for good service pressure. It's going to be kind of the name of the game from these teams, mixing up these middles and these middle seams as well as the sidelines. Like just going again short there to Lev. And a block for Avery. Two blocks now for Avery Drost, able to just put those big paws up on the ball and press into the court.
What about Wyatt? Okay. So I think we've seen Harrison now a couple times this season be the more primary blocker on his team, and so far in this match, 0 terminal blocks for Mr. Wyatt Harrison, but Drost racking up 2 already here in this first set. 13-8 is our technical timeout. Lev Priima and Dylan Maarek certainly not where they wanted to be in this early match. So 8-13, they're trailing by 5. Jacob, going into this timeout, you're the coach sitting in their player box. What's the talk to get them out of this funk and moving? I mean, obviously there's been a couple kind of funky points fall through the top of the tape. There's not a whole lot you can do about those, but what's the move?
Game plan wise though, I mean, the service pressure has just been unreal from both sides, right? You're seeing Avery and Wyatt really going after those sidelines. You're seeing Lev and Dylan do more of the kind of short float game where they're not giving as much of the deep seams. Like we saw Avery get just tattooed with the ball. That's coming from Lev, who started top spinning, but then you go back to Dylan, who's serving those short floats down the sidelines. So mixing that up and obviously keeping them on their toes, right? You don't want to just give away information like that. So I think the service pressure is going to be great. We've seen Lev and Dylan try to run some of those flashy, jump sets, pushing the ball out to the pin, which spreading the court like that spreads your blocker out. And I think that's going to be an emphasis for, honestly, both sides is, hey, how can we make that block kind of irrelevant with either a fast offense or going up on 2 for those option balls.
Absolutely. As players come back out and join the playing surface after getting a little bit of coaching from their coaches at their player boxes. We are 8 serving 13. Lev Priima back at the line. Lev now serving into that wind. Let's see if he sticks with that top spin. I think he's going to try and go Hunlaw snap here, really get that wind to push the ball down and away from the pass. Great pass. Very well taken care of by Wyatt Harrison. Inside seam ball detonated into the crowd.
Yeah. And that looked like it looked like Lev was trying to run an angle block there and just got there, honestly, pretty late. He still left a lot of angle there.
Well, again, on this side, Lev is more the primary block, so he is running up from that top spin. Typically, that's not always easiest thing to do. So a little late there, and another block touch here.
Oh,
and
great
Drost
dig
with
from
a
Dylan.
Great swing. Free ball option. Just chopped down and away from Dylan Maarek. Avery Drost smartly just kind of taking some heat off that, honestly, and just kind of chopping it rather than bomb swinging as Dylan Maarek was there for the dig. So really smart play there by Drost.
We're going to see a lot of really big swings this game, and Dylan got his hands up in time for that one for a good touch there, but ultimately if you send a free ball back over, especially at this level, it's coming back fast. Nice touch. Avery able to get the dig and the cut shot put back over. Lev, knuckle pokey, long out of bounds. A little ping pong action there between Avery and Wyatt just to keep it alive, up and over. And another emphasis right now on what's going on just unforced errors. That's 6 now for Dylan and Lev. Combined as a team, like you're looking at obviously a very large difference when you're looking at a 16-8 scoreline. Speaking of unforced error, serve in the net there from Avery.
So 9-16, down 7. Certainly need to find a groove and find it quickly. They're going to hope to come to the dance as they are down a good bit, and a short attempted serve is going to go wide in the antenna. So another unforced error. So now 7 unforced errors the way of Dylan and Lev. Mr. Wyatt Harrison back to the line. We're going to see another little top spin here. It might try and work this out to the sideline. Yep, going after Lev's outside shoulder. Very well passed. Inside set.
Stab dig, but net touch on Avery is going to be the call. Wyatt not able to corral that one either, but a good effort with just throwing an arm out there. Big angle swing there from Lev.
We've seen it all season. Lev has a heavy, heavy hand. And if he's able to get up there and find the block early and find a path around it, even if you're there as a defender, it's such a hard ball to control.
Speaking of that heavy arm, a huge, huge ace there for Lev, just unloading with that topspin from the end line.
That is Lev's second ace of the match. So
yeah, but again, the service pressure from both sides there, just with the topspin.
And again, as we're now, as we started to see that we're on the sidelines, so the left side of our court is the, kind of considered the good side. If you're watching from the camera angle on Bally Live, it is the far side. So
topspin serve from Lev again off the top of the tape, handled by Wyatt. Oh, and the high angle rolly is gonna get it done. 18-11. Good court vision there and communication there from Avery as well. Here, I'm sure you guys at home are able to hear that on the on-court microphone, but Avery just yelling real loud. He's angle, angle, angle. That's gonna get it done most of the time. Top spin here for Avery. Going kind of down the seam there, taken by Lev. Back set behind. Touch off the top of the block. Wyatt Harrison is gonna get tooled.
Tool time action there for Lev. So still in this game, 12-18, down 6. Still a doable task, but certainly feeling the walls closing in a little here in this first set. And a big option ripped by Drost there.
Avery.
Maybe the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, honestly, well, he did a good job of not so much selling it. I think it was a little obvious, but he snuck that ball right under Lev's hands.
Well, he may not have sold the swing or no swing, but he really certainly sold the which direction he was going to go. It looked like he was going to really turn that ball more, and he just snapped down and away.
And tooled off the hands of Avery Drost at the net. Dylan.
So that's 2 tools now.
Start finding high hands. Find something that's going to work for you. If that's going to be the play, I think you're gonna get your medicine at some point where Avery and Wyatt actually get one. But if you keep going for those hands right now, obviously it's working on those last 2 points. Topspin serve here from Lev, going sideline and wide out of bounds. So we have our first set point.
Yeah, set possible point here for a 20-13 first set victory. That'd be a huge one for Wyatt and Avery.
Topspin serve here from Avery. Down the line of Dylan. Handled well. Cuddy. And that is going to find the sand in. Avery looked like he was all over it and thought it was just out, but that is a perfect cut shot.
that was beautiful, especially for the spacing, the amount that ball was off the net. Short pass, option swing.
I don't know if you can get a reception.
Guys, this is dodgeball rules. So if you catch the ball, you get an extra player back in for your team.
And
so
they might need it after that
coming
first set,
out of the set timeout, Prim and Dylan are going to get a third player.
Again, and let's just talk a little bit about what ended up happening. I mean, early on, I think Lev and Dylan found a little bit better of a rhythm there. Again, they were getting the tools off the blocks, finding a little bit more offensively, just taking care of business on that side. But 6 hitting errors.
Yeah,
you got to fix something there,
you
right?
got to fix something. A couple missed serves as well. I mean, obviously, you know, when you're bringing the service pressure, some errors are going to happen. Just some of them at a very untimely moment, right? When we finally feel like we're starting to crawl out of a hole or find some momentum, some rhythm, a big service error is just really going to kind of a big step back from that. So going into the second set, obviously, Dylan Maarek, left Priima. Simple things. Let's pass a little bit better. Let's try to, you know.
Yeah, and that's not that's not to discredit them at all. I mean, Wyatt and Avery are serving bullets from the end line and just tagging sidelines. So
absolutely,
you know, you can get your feet there as fast as you can, but at the end of the day, like that's a good serve.
It's
right?
a tall order.
It is, and I mean, Lev and Dylan are giving it right back. Right, so Lev's going back and just serving up some bullets of his own from the sideline, and it doesn't matter what.
Tattoo an Avery in the chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know if I would get that permanent.
Little Wilson. Shout out Wilson Optics. Giving Avery a cool new tat.
Walking billboard.
But no, it's just, I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. If you're placing a team that's serving so aggressively, like it's a tough order when you're going to the player tent and the talk is, hey, we need to pass better. But we're getting bombs served at us, so it's still the ass. So we got to pass a little bit better, and you know, couple less hitting errors here and there certainly could turn the tide.
Yeah, I love
maybe a couple blocks.
I love seeing the stat lines, just being able to piece together where points are coming from. Right, you can think, hey, well, how much of it is game plan? How much is it this or that? But looking at it here, Wyatt and Avery, not a single error on the attacking side. So just taking care of the ball. Right, we've seen obviously a lot of that's only 8 points. When you look at the next 6, it's all unforced errors and hitting errors from Lev and Dylan. You got 2 aces on both sides. You got 2 blocks for Avery. Like piecing together that game, they're getting a lot of really good block touches. I think even Wyatt, when he's up at the net, is getting good touches. So start set number 2. Dylan will serve. High ball there to Avery, and that's going to find the hand of Lev Priima, tooled out of bounds.
Let's talk about that set real quick. That was a beautiful off-net set. Really just high, great location, giving Avery the chance to just go up and find the hands easily. Not really forcing anything there.
Yeah, and that's something that you'll talk about in system or out of system. At this level, there's really nowhere on the court you can't get a good hand set in from. Like you could be on. We saw earlier. I think it was Kelly Bellardi was on the end line diving for a ball, and she threw up a perfect set for Natalie to go up and swing at. I'm like, she's on the end line basically from the service line. She's thrown up a perfect set like that. Almost looks like no problem.
Lev getting one of his own rips off that set. Middle option choppy. Coming back on the option.
Great pickup. And a big swing. Rip. Avery Drost putting it down. A great pickup. Lev tried to just tap it over on 2. Avery's going to be all over that.
Attention, the city of Manhattan Beach. That was not a meteor. That was just a ball coming flying in from court number 2.
Wyatt back to serve now. High, deep topspin serve. Option ball there from Lev. Out of bounds, no touch. Avery trying to get the crowd fired up.
Avery's certainly a crowd favorite anywhere he goes to play. He's a super fiery player.
He's
People
a catalyst,
really
man. If he can get that going, it's pretty unstoppable.
It's gasoline, man.
And an ace for Wyatt Harrison.
Oh, and Avery wants the crowd to be even louder here.
Tagging on the 3rd ace of the match for Wyatt. That one is going to find the bottom of the tape.
We called it the buy one, get one free, Jay. You've heard me use it before. You know, Wyatt going back, getting the ace. In all regards, brother, go hunt the next one. Go rip it. If you miss it, buy one, get one free. We already got our free points, so if you miss the next one, I don't really care.
Short float serve there to Avery. A little bit of trouble. Overpass. And Lev is going to put the overpass away. We'll head to our first side switch. 3 serving 4.
Lev honestly being really smart there. He had every desire to just bomb that ball straight down, but recognizing that Avery Drost was sitting middle of the court short, smartly chooses to just push that ball deep. You know he just wanted to tattoo that ball.
Yeah. Overpasses like that, I mean, when nice set there from Wyatt. Great pickup from Dylan on the cut shot. And net on Wyatt Harrison is going to be the call. A good touch there from Avery, but not able to stay out of the net. So no hitting errors so far for Avery and Wyatt, but a couple of mental errors there with net calls, net violations, and oversets. Oh, look what I found, Avery Drost. Oh, that was gorgeous. Good pickup off of the recycle.
Yeah, Lev doing a great job pressing there. That ball was going straight back down, and just it's such a reactionary dig that ended up being so perfect, and just a great chop shot to end it.
Avery back to serve now. Going to go back to that top spin. Good ball handled well by Lev. Ball kind of inside, middle, and that's going to go out. But Wyatt's going to be called in the net here.
So, yeah, net violation there. 2 net violations and 3 points for
again,
Wyatt Harrison.
Those mental errors right there of just not being disciplined on the press. And, I mean, Lev wailed that ball out. But given a gift, right? That one is a gift right back.
Say it. Somebody say it. Everyone's thinking it. Somebody say it. The ball does not lie.
Wyatt
No,
back
our
to serve
AVP
again.
officials did get that call correct. However, Lev just missed the serve.
Top spin serve taken down the middle by Lev. Great pass. Nobody up.
Big
and
off
Lev.
the net rip.
Lev's going to get that one to go. Nobody up, no problem.
Put that one off the platform and into outer space. 6-6, the score line tied up here in the second set. A great turnaround for Lev and Dylan after their dropping of the first set.
I mean,
by 7 points.
That second side switch was 10-4. High line there for Avery. A little push, a slap of the ball down the line.
So 1 point away from our side switch here as Drost goes back to serve into the wind. There's last chance to use that wind for 7 points. He's certainly going to try. I think he's going to hunt this kind of out towards Lev's outer shoulder. That's been his kind of go-to serve from this side. He's going to drop that thumb down. Oh, he's going to go down the seam. Dylan, great pass.
Great
out
pass.
to the pin. Ooh. What a pass and an option snap. Off the net. Lev, pokey. Drost picks up. Avery, big rip.
Great point there from Avery and Wyatt.
Avery Drost.
Loved that dig there from Avery, just stepping into the angle, just big hold, and again, there's a lot of power coming from that swing of Lev and Dylan. They're showing it from the service line, they're showing it from all over the court. Just get in there and hold that angle. Great dig.
Avery there looked almost kind of like we were talking about Gina Uringo earlier, like making that super early read and just getting a balanced touch there rather than a late diving touch. Avery just looked so calm on that dig. He had every ability to then transition well, and Lev option swing touch but not dug. Avery close but no cigar.
Just off the top of the tape and down. Avery looked like he almost got a hand under it, but
he had the hand there, just couldn't quite push through that deep Manhattan Beach sand.
with the sand being this deep, I think the pancake is kind of out of question.
I don't know.
I think that's going to hit the sand more often than your hand. Off the tape, an ace.
The tape ace. So Prem bringing the service pressure here in the second set. Obviously, he had the tattoo ace in the first set, but now 3 aces total. So
yeah,
Prem,
between him and Wyatt, they're putting on some service pressure there with a couple of aces.
They certainly decided, after that first set loss, that they needed to do something to change the tide. Back set.
Big hand dig there.
Hand dig. Tight ball.
Avery with a good dig. High swing. Cut shot for Avery Drost.
Avery.
Couple of really good digs on both sides of the net, but Avery It's going to put the cut shot away.
Avery's deep in his pocket right now. Bombing balls, pulling out the cutty, the short, the scoop. The crowd letting him know that they're happy about it too. Wyatt Harrison back to serve. He's going to make the serve, then run up to the net. Big serve.
Oh.
Out of bounds. No need to run up to the net there. He was just tired. He wanted a break.
I think we saw a little bit of them split blocking in the first set.
Yep.
I think Avery may have, in that time between sets, Avery may have come and been like, hey, I'm feeling really good on my touches on defense. Oh, my goodness, what a dig there from Dylan after the scramble play. And another dig. Oh my goodness, the one-arm stab.
Oh my
Chaos
word.
here on court 2, ends with a point for Maarek and Priima.
Dylan, tip your hat to the crowd, young man. You just pulled off a miracle. What a great ball by Lev. Controlling that second ball, giving Dylan any kind of chance to get that ball back up over the net, not trapping him back in underneath. Great ball there by Lev.
Oh, Dylan back to serve again. He's going back to that float serve. Wyatt Harrison able to get up. Oh, right through the hands of Lev and off the arms of Dylan for a kill.
Dylan making some phenomenal reads right now, though.
So we've talked so much about the service pressure this game, just on both sides. That float serve right to Wyatt is not sticking to that game plan whatsoever.
Absolutely
Again,
not.
even the short float serve that you have, like this short serve from Avery, that's what you got to jump set for Dylan. Cut shot down. And that takes us to our technical timeout. Again, some fun, flashy play here.
Yeah.
As we go to 11-10, American Priima. Again, we got to that technical on the first one, and it was 13-8. Very different feel this game. I wouldn't say that it feels like Lev and Dylan have all the momentum or the control. It's very much a back-and-forth tug-of-war game right now. But I again, expect that service to change out of this technical timeout. Again, I think Dylan is a little bit too passive with that kind of, honestly, not that aggressive of a float serve, because even if you're going down that seam, it's not like it's bringing the heat you have with that topspin serve. And for Wyatt, I think that's just too easy of a ball. He's not going to miss that ball very often, and it just allows them to be in system super consistently. So I want to see Dylan serve maybe get a little bit more aggressive there. Lev's still going back and ripping him, but hey, push that ball deep to that corner instead of just kind of nice and easy down that seam.
No, absolutely. The service pressure when they were bringing it certainly established their lead early and has allowed them to kind of control the momentum of the set. And I 100% agree. Going back to that float serve certainly felt like a regression of the game plan. So certainly looking for him to step back in and bring that. Also, I wonder if we don't start maybe seeing. I think if Wyatt struggles one more time on a serve, maybe missing it because he's rushing the serve, trying to get to the net, or maybe not the most aggressive serve, I think we could see them go back to a split block to allow Wyatt to go really hunt that super aggressive serve that he was able to find in the first set. Yeah. So I think both sides try to find. And by the way, I love, we saw Prem have that miscue on the jump set early in the first set. That one though, executed to perfection.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that first jump set earlier, and as an overset, I was like, well, out of bounds is the call. You're going to follow it all the way to the sideline. And so another service error there for Lev. That's his fourth. Wyatt back to serve
again,
now.
So I think he has 3 aces though. So again, they're going ultra aggressive. So 3 aces, 4 errors. What a dig out of the net. High. Falling back, and Avery.
Goodness. Again, and that all starts with the service pressure brought from Wyatt at the end line. You get them out of system like that, you get an opportunity for a good dig just because you kind of know where they're going to have to swing. They can't run that in system where they're able to kind of, mess you up just a little bit in terms of, hey, again, spreading that blocker out. Like, that's why the jump set really has come into play, is because you're trying to get that blocker just off balance. Again, bad pass there from Lev. Dylan not able to get there, and Wyatt is going to tack on his 4th ace of the match. Avery
wants some crowd participation for that one.
Some participation. I love that.
So So we talked
That's
about
such
before.
a great part of Manhattan Beach is the crowd aspect to this. You got the qualifier on Thursday. Honestly, yesterday was good. Now it's going to be out of bounds, long of the corner. 14-11. So again, more unforced errors. It's the 7th hitting error for the team. I'm sorry, 8th hitting error for the team. Wow. Great pass there from Lev. Oh, short poke.
Oh, I think the question is if there was some interference under the net there, as Dylan Maarek was in that kind of neutral zone that we've talked about under the net, and Wyatt Harrison may be feeling that he wasn't able to get lined up properly on the block because of that, but the referee's decision was that did not affect his ability to play the ball. So therefore, point is going to go the way of Lev Priima and Dylan Maarek.
Yeah, and that's the hard part with this. I mean, that's obviously a judgment call, so like you're gonna everyone's thinking it. You know, it's hard with that. You don't have a solid line. Again, you talk about indoor or even not really grass, but like you talk about indoor, you have that solid line the whole way through, and any full body part across that's going to be a violation. But here it's more of like an interference thing, and they didn't feel that it was unsafe or in the way at all. But missed serve, ball's not going to lie. Set off the net there through the hands of Wyatt Harrison. So a tool for Lev Priima. Takes us 13-15 and a side switch here in set number 2. So I think that is going to be Lev back to serve. And again, we're getting a little bit more of that breeze coming in from that kind of on the close side. You're serving into the wind right now from Lev's perspective. I'm going to get that ball to drop just a little bit. Nice hand set there from Wyatt. Dig for Maarek. High set. Good poke over. Nobody up. Lev going to swing and put it away.
The nobody up was an interesting decision. Lev, a really good hitter. I think maybe they were not anticipating Dylan getting such a good touch there, but Lev able to get his feet there, turn his hips, and unload on that ball down the seam.
That was a really impressive approach from Lev, just getting his body all the way around it, because that's, I mean, if you're a right-handed player and that ball's all the way on your left shoulder and the wind's pulling it that way, you got a lot of work to do to make sure you can get to it. Tough pass there from Wyatt. And Lev is going to get tooled off the block. Wyatt Harrison getting the kill, finding the high hands. Let's see what Wyatt's going to serve up from the end line there. Again, he's been so good on this match so far from the service line. Top spin. That one's going to be deep out of bounds though. Service error number 4 for him.
So 15 serving 16, just 1 point separating these two. Dylan, short float, pokey over the top,
corner.
Finds it.
Perfect placement there.
Not a great pass there by Avery, but Wyatt just pulling out the knucks and just dropping that one right in the back corner. Great shot there. Great composure. Low, big option swing by Lev, taken care of by Avery. High, set to the pin.
Wow.
Toss back by Lev. Wide set to Harrison. Choppy.
A little handcuff dig there.
Handcuff dig. Lev going chop
down
shot.
the line. Great rally here on court 2. That's pretty fun. The handcuff dig there, just got your arms stuck up kind of high in your chest there.
Yeah, so 16-17 the scoreline here, just 1 point. If Lev can rattle off one of those aces that he's been hunting the last couple times here, certainly changes the mentality of this game, as right now it's just a side-out game for Drost and Harrison. Oh, what a set.
Nobody up there, and I think that's going to be a miscommunication on the block call. Lev looks back, throws up the two fingers just to tell him, hey, I got the angle, and maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. They're doubled up in the line. Wyatt back to serve now. Looks like he's going to that standing float now. He's staying away from that top spin. High line picked up by Drost. Big swing through the high hands, and that is 19-16. We will switch sides.
You know,
Avery and Wyatt.
You brought up that they're going to a standing float rather than the top, and I think that's simply based on the fact that at this point, and even at that last point, it's now just a side-out game for them. They no longer need to go make any unforced errors, big mistakes. Yeah. They just need to simply continue to side out for a win. So here he is going to go for the top, and just kind of deep at Lev.
That's going to find the high hands of Wyatt. Oh, man.
Lev and Dylan looking for a touch.
They're going to make a strong case here.
It's a heck of a difference between 17-19 or 16-20. So Lev surely felt that he got the high hands there of Wyatt Harrison on the ball on its way out of bounds.
We're going to get this straightened out. Timeout called.
Timeout called by Lev.
After much of the conversation.
If you've never, you haven't been around the game for a while and watched Lev play, you might not know that he is a master and a chess player of time. Yeah. Lev certainly knowing how to use his challenges and timeouts to extend the game or slow things down when he feels they may not be going his way. So going all the way to the brink of getting a card there in the challenge to really use a lot of time, and then whipping out the timeout.
Keith's got him. Keith up on the stand. He's doing fine. Oh. It's all right. Hey, you know what? We're not perfect. It's okay. So we'll have match point when we come back from the timeout. Avery and Wyatt doing everything they can to make this one just get put away.
No. We do not have replay. No.
No, we don't have that kind of tech. We don't have that kind of technology.
Not from this angle. So players asking us our opinion on that one, and Jacob and I, from the angle that we were at,
I have an opinion, but it's not going to help anybody. Wyatt Harrison will be back.
Wyatt being asked, and Wyatt choosing to smirk and serve.
Top spin coming from Wyatt. And that ball is going to be in, tagging the end line.
For the game.
And that is match 21-16.
Drost, Wyatt Harrison, move on. Down go Lev Priima and Dylan Maarek here on court 2 of the Manhattan Beach 2025.
Their future opponent is yet to be named. There should be a round of men's winners coming up on that bracket in just a few moments, and then Avery and Wyatt will take them on.
I'm sure you guys can hear the crowd here on our mics picking it up as Drost gets tackled by the kids and showered with sand. What a phenomenal win by them, right? They really controlled the match the entire time. The service pressure was great blocking. Some errors, but not really. They didn't give up any error runs where they got themselves in the holes where they felt like they couldn't get back out of it.
Taylor, looking at the stat line there, actually for the match, Avery and Wyatt had 0 hitting errors. A lot of serving errors.
Yeah,
right?
serving errors, maybe some miscues, but still keeping the ball alive.
Yeah, just playing clean volleyball in that aspect. Whereas like Lev and Dylan had 9 hitting errors combined. That's tough. Again, you tack on those aces and some of those blocks, but I mean, no blocks between Dylan and Lev. They're playing good volleyball. Like Avery and Wyatt, just good, consistent, clean volleyball, which was fun. Did like seeing some of the jump setting and stuff coming out, which was cool. But ultimately, I mean, fun men's match, and it's going to continue getting deeper and deeper into this bracket.
It may not have been as flashy and cool, but I want to bring up really quick the setting between Wyatt Harrison and Avery Drost. There's quite a few. Again, Lev bringing that service pressure, really pressing them deep with a hard topspin. So a couple passes that weren't really great, and Avery Drost and Wyatt Harrison both able to just get their feet to the ball and make a phenomenal handset out of even a less than mediocre pass. So we are going to take a quick break as we get the next match here on court 2 lined up. And it looks like, unless something changes, what we're seeing right now, we're about to have an incredible matchup here on court 2. Don't go anywhere. Bourne, Lucena, Baumgren, Wilcox. This could very well.
This will be a fun one. We are.
Oh my word!
We're excited. We're gonna bring that action to you guys as soon as those teams are ready. We'll see you guys in a little while. Jacob Justice, Taylor Wright, bringing you guys Manhattan Beach Open here on the AVP Tour. See you in just a few.